Making headlines, Rector of Islamic University of Medina calls on President Abdullah Yamin. Islamic University of Maldives signs a Memorandum of Understanding with Islamic University of Medina. And Home Minister says calls to allow multiple religions in Maldives is a direct attack on the independence and sovereignty of the country.
Hello and welcome to PSM News in English with me, Fatma Sara. The Rector of Islamic University of Medina, Dr. Hatim bin Al-Marzouki, calls on President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Qayyum. During the meeting, discussions were held on the importance of countering radicalization and the key role in education can play in preventing radicalization. The rector highlighted efforts by the university within its curriculum to curb radicalization and pointed to opportunities at the university for Maldivian students to enroll in programs in technical disciplines such as engineering. The rector further congratulated President Yamin on the development achievement by Maldives under the president's economic agenda. The president was accompanied at the call by Chancellor of Islamic University of Maldives, Dr. Muhammad Shahim Ali Said. Islamic University of Maldives signs a Memorandum of Understanding with Islamic University of Medina to strengthen the relationship between Saudi Arabia and Maldives.
To enhance academic and scientific ties, a Memorandum of Understanding was signed between the Islamic University of Medina and the Islamic University of Maldives. The memorandum was signed by Chancellor of Islamic University of Maldives, Dr. Muhammad Shamim Ali Said, and Rector of Islamic University of Medina, Dr. Hatim bin Al-Marzouki. The memorandum commits both universities to work closely in areas of mutual interest. The collaboration will promote shared programs that could benefit the two universities, particularly enhancing the scientific and educational links through exchange of scientific and teaching experiences, academic programs, publications, academic expertise, and academic supervision on academic programs. Speaking at the signing ceremony, Dr. Hatim bin Al-Marzouki said the memorandum promotes both universities to collaborate on research projects.
We believe our role is to enhance the image of Islam in the world and to preach the true meaning and values of Islam and to show the world the core of the norms of Islam, that is of peace, moderation, tolerance, and we have as academic institution to build the capacity on our students to practice, first of all, to understand the true values of Islam.
Scientific conferences and seminars, student activities, and exchange scholarships for graduate and postgraduate studies. The Rector of Islamic University of Medina further said Islamic universities serve to enhance the image of Islam in the world and to preach the true meaning and values of the religion.
This MOU is signed today for strengthening the brotherly relationship between Saudi Arabia and Maldives, and in general and in particular to strengthen the academic relationship between Islamic University of Medina and the Islamic University of Maldives, which will include the exchange of academic programs, scholars, students, and also to strengthening the interrelationship between the two universities or both universities.
Moreover, he extended heartfelt gratitude for the hospitality of Maldivians towards the delegation of Islamic University of Medina. The Islamic University of Medina was founded by the government of Saudi Arabia by a royal decree in 1961 in the Islamic holy city of Medina. The Islamic University of Maldives was established by a presidential decree in 2015 under the Islamic University of Maldives Act.
Minister of Home Affairs Azleen Ahmad says calls to allow multiple religions in Maldives is a direct attack on the independence and sovereignty of the country. In an interview to PSM News regarding the European Union Electoral Follow-up Mission EFM statement calling to allow multiple religions in Maldives, Home Minister Azleen Ahmad said Maldivians today are faced with such situations due to a minor group's hunger towards the presidency and power. Home Minister Azleen said such statements are issued to challenge the Maldivians and the religion practiced in the country. Minister Azleen said the EFM statement is a direct attack on the independence and principles of the country. Assuring that principles of Islam are the reason for the long-lasting independence of the nation, Minister Azleen said principles of Islam will always be upheld by the administration. Reflecting on past events of history, Home Minister said it has been proven that Maldivians are firm believers of Islam. Furthermore, Minister called on all Maldivians to stay vigilant and reject such calls. Minister of Defence and National Security Adam Sharif Umar reveals plans of Maldives National Defence Force MNDF to build a special speedboat used in counter-terrorism operations. Speaking to PSM News, Defence Minister Adam Sharif said this speedboat will be equipped to assist tourist resorts operated in Maldives in case of possible terrorist attacks. The Maldivian Defence Minister noted the speedboat will be built by military personnel and will be designed with facilities and equipment to immediately attend a situation with appropriate force. Moreover, Minister Adam Sharif said this speedboat will boost the efforts of MNDF in countering terrorism. The minister revealed the project would cost over $37,000 and would be funded by the tourism sector of Maldives. Minister Sharif described the project as a special milestone achievement in efforts to counter terrorism and enhance the security of resorts and tourism industry of the country. Maldives National Defence Force holds special activities to mark its 126th anniversary.
Minister of Defence and National Security Adam Sharif Umar unveiled the 23rd volume of Adana magazine on the occasion of the 126th anniversary of Maldives National Defence Force, MNDF. According to MNDF, the volume would have official addresses from Commander-in-Chief, President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Qayyum, Minister of Defence and National Security, Adam Sharif Umar, Chief of MNDF, Major General Ahmad Shiam, and Vice of Chief of Defence Force, Brigadier General Ahmad Shahid. At a separate ceremony, foundation of Hurule Command Post was laid by Defence Minister. Addressing the groundbreaking ceremony, Major General Ahmad Shiam said the administration of President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Qayyum has taken strategic steps to strengthen the defence force of the country. Major General Shiam noted that the administration has brought up the diminishing prominence of MNDF in all aspects. The Major General noted that President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Qayyum has always given instructions which have paved a way for the success of the force. The Chief of MNDF noted that the Defence Force attaches great importance in preserving the historic sites in the country. Furthermore, a special kids event was also held to mark the occasion to celebrate the 126th anniversary of MNDF.
Corporate Maldives Academy CMA successfully concludes Maldives HR Forum with an attendance of more than 220 participants. Different components of HR from recruitment to retention and development were highlighted during the forum held at the auditorium of the Business School of Maldives National University. The forum was held with the support of Maldives Transport and Contracting Company, RUS HRMS Software, Symphony Maldives, Jobs.mv and CMA Consulting. Maldives Association of HR Professionals supported the event as endorsing partners. The event included 8 guest speakers, including international speakers and trainers. HR Forum is organized aimed at providing an intimate environment among influential leaders. CMA said participants will benefit from close networking with peers and from the presentations and sessions that offer unsurpassed dialogue and discussion with speakers. Maldives Consumer Fair 2018 successfully concludes with over 2,000 visitors. The 6th edition of Maldives Consumer Fair was held at National Art Gallery from April 19th to 21st.
Maldives Consumer Fair 2018 was held by Block Private Limited with PSM Traders as the gold sponsor and Event Maldives, Shady Cabin, Print Lab, Miharu and Diragu as partners of the event. The organizer noted that the fair was the perfect opportunity for visitors to browse through the variety of new products right before the month of Ramadan. The event showcased retailers, wholesalers and suppliers of everyday F&B lifestyle goods, products and services. The fair was a festive event with exhibitors conducting product launchings, demonstrations and special promotions, which include free giveaways, gift packs, free sampling and early lucky draws.
So we have 4 promotions going on. One of them is Wagatung Gang Internet.
For Amazon, we are held in discount prices. It is from 10 to 35%. Then there will be a spinning wheel in the showroom also.
Right now we are having a lucky draw. We are giving away one of our air purifier as a giveaway.
From 5% going up to about 10%. There's a promotion going on for dispensers.
At the moment we are having promotion in our Coast brand. We are having a 5-month promotion, so we are giving our customers information about that promotion. We are offering as a grand prize for this promotion the Umrah trip for 3.
The exhibitors expressed elatedness on the rave response received throughout the fair.
There was a enormous crowd coming in, and mainly like it was householders, and also there was government and private sectors also coming in. We had a good response.
The feedback from the customers are really good. We have found a lot of customers who have potential, who believe that air purifiers will make a difference at their houses.
The response so far has been very good. It's better than expected.
Yeah, actually it's doing very well. It's the most of our favorite food in our list of restaurant. It's doing well, especially which is called nasi goreng and pane pasta. It's doing very well. But most of the people they're coming in, they're loving it.
The 3-day fair proceeded with live performances by local artists with great promotional offers to experience new brands in the market today. Maldives Consumer Fair 2018 has concluded on a high note with participation of over 2,000 visitors. As per information provided by the organizers, this year's expo saw exhibitors from 11 companies. From the National Art Gallery, Ismail Azim, PSM News.
The European Union and Mexico reached a preliminary agreement on a new free trade deal, the two parties said in a joint statement.
The European Union and Mexico have been negotiating an update to a trade deal agreed 21 years ago that largely covers industrial goods. They had wanted to add farm products, more services, investment and government procurement, and include provisions on labor standards and environmental protection. European Commissioner for Trade Cecilia Malmström said in a video released by the European Commission that the agreement showed to the world the two signatories were open for business that was open, fair and sustainable.
This is a very big day. I'm happy to announce that we have finalized the negotiations between Mexico and the European Union. We have updated an old agreement and made it in record time, only 2 years of negotiation. It's a modern, up-to-date agreement that will benefit our consumers, our companies, small and big, and also boost the relationship between our countries. This is a sign that we are not only creating economic possibilities, but we're also sending a signal to the world that Mexico and the European Union are open for business. We believe in open, fair, sustainable trade, and that we can make win-win trade agreements that are good for our respective citizens.
The written statement and video did not give details of what had been agreed.
Looking at news from international arena, the Syrian military and its allies pressed the bombardment of a besieged enclave south of Damascus.
Footage filmed by the Hezbollah unit media showed the government offensive underway as clouds of smoke arose from the Al-Hajar al-Aswad district, part of an enclave including the Palestinian Yarmouk camp that is being held by IS militants and other militant groups. Syrian aircraft flew overhead and fighters launched mortars and opened gunfire at positions in the enclave. An IS militant group flag could be seen over a bullet-ridden building. The U.S. agency that cares for Palestinian refugees, UNRWA, said it is deeply concerned about the fate of civilians, including some 12,000 Palestinian refugees in Yarmouk and the surrounding areas. Yarmouk was the biggest camp for Palestinian refugees in Syria before the war. Syrian insurgents in the town of Dumair, an enclave northeast of Damascus, began pulling out under a surrender deal with the government. Videos posted on social media website appeared to show. One clip uploaded purported to show buses with Dumair rebels arriving at Dir Balut refugee camp in Afril in Aleppo province. Another clip posted appeared to show buses entering town of Rubaiba in eastern Galamun, an enclave northeast of Syrian capital where rebels agreed to withdraw. Thousands of civilians, including the families of the fighters, are expected to leave with them for northern Syria before the areas come back under Assad's rule, under deals similar to others carried out across the country as government forces advance. The development heralds another advance for President Bashar al-Assad's push to retake remaining enclaves and strengthen his position around the capital after retaking eastern Ghouta this month.
A divided United Nations Security Council meet at a farmhouse retreat in Sweden to discuss the crisis in Syria and the effectiveness of United Nations peacekeeping operations.
In a short statement to the media, U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley said sanctions against North Korea and isolation of the secretive regime had brought Kim Jong-un to the negotiating table. North Korea announced that it was halting its nuclear and missile tests. Haley also said the Security Council was deadlocked on Syria.
You know, in the case of North Korea, you can see the Security Council really came together and was able to enforce sanctions on North Korea, isolate them until they had good behavior. And now we're seeing they're wanting to come to the table. If you look at situations like Syria, we're not having that much success. We're still deadlocked. And so retreats like this are very important for us to get away from New York sometimes and discuss these things in a way that we can really try and find a solution.
The retreat took place at former Swedish United Nations Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld's farm in southern Sweden.
United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres says he had hope for North Korean negotiations.
Speaking at a farmhouse in Sweden, where United Nations ambassadors have gathered for a retreat, Secretary General Antonio Guterres said that the path was open for peaceful denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula.
I think there is hope. I believe that if things go well, and I hope things will go well, they will prove that the Security Council can be effective when it is united. The problem is that in many aspects, namely in Syria, we have not yet been able to have a united Security Council. But when the Security Council is united and adopts together important measures, they have an impact on the ground and they make things change. And today, I believe in North Korea, the path is open for the peaceful denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. And it also proves that diplomacy is the way to solve conflicts. It's not war, it's diplomacy.
North Korea announced that it was halting its nuclear and missile tests. Guterres said the diplomatic advances with North Korea proved that the United Nations Security Council could be effective when it is united.